We are back into the first round. I'm playing first, and I'm perfectly okay with this hand, so no, I don't want to mulligan to 6 cards. It may be a little bit heavy on land, but I have a lot of creatures to draw, so we'll see how we do. Opponent seems friendly. Whoa, he's using his barrage already. Oh, he's well. Alright, what do we want to do here? It's gonna be annoying if he comes out of the gate and straight away barrages my Elvish Mystic, but c'est la vie, c'est la vie. There is more where that came from. I need to get rid of some of these stops that I've got in place. Alright, well that was a good draw. Get out a mountain here. And play my Deadly Recluse. I'm not going to attack into his Seacoast Drake, that's for sure. And then play out my Mana West Sliver. And ship it. See if he's interested in sacrificing to get rid of one of my mana generators. Okay. I feel like I have a few too many stops here. I'm just kind of running a bunch of stuff out, aren't I? I'm going to just gonna attack first. I think my Deadly Recluse is going in. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna send all 3 of them in. I've got my Thunder Strike ready to deal with him if he tries to block my mana generators. They decided that that's a bad idea. Oh no. Everybody. Very sad. Actually, I just totally should have seen that coming. wasn't particularly thinking. And then I'm gonna run out my Deadly Recluse. And ship the turn. Yeah, that was a bit dumb on my part. He effectively just 2-for-1'd me, and I really just totally let him get away with it. Okay, so here we go. We are gonna attack with everything, which is gonna very slightly tickle him, but that's about it. And then no particular point in holding back the advocate here, so I think I'm just going to play it out. Sure to keep my giant growth mana up, not that I expect that I'm actually going to use it for anything. Wait for my opponent to do something. It's lucky for me that he's been so slow. Because yeah, I haven't, it's not that I've particularly been playing well. So he flashes out his Nephalia Sea Kite. Presumably, well, let's see what happens. I thought he might want to run in and get some damage there. It's perhaps just testing to see whether I'm going to be willing to run my cards into his Sea Kite. Attack with everything, I think. Really don't mind using my giant growth at this stage. He's like, I mean, he's forcing me to use my giant growth, which is going to, and then he'll sack his Sea Kite, so I'm kind of running into the same trap all over again. But I think it's probably worth doing just to keep the board pressure up, and once I get my mountain out I can cast anything that I pull anyway, so so let's do that. Ooh. Okay, well, I feel like that's an okay it's an okay thing to have gotten out of his hand anyway. Now I'm top decking. Let's just hope that I keep on pulling gas. Yeah, I didn't play this very well. You can see that I haven't been played Magic in a while. That barrage of expendables against my one drops is really kind of irritating. You can also see that I'm not paying attention to my stops very well. I got him in a 3-turn clock, so it's not bad. I need to draw something that's not land, and then I'll be quite happy. And a Rumbling Baloth fits that description quite well, so just gonna attack with everything. See if he chooses to block. He does. And play out my Baloth. Alright. Ship the turn. Oh, it's good. So he's definitely gonna have to do something about that. Let's hope that he doesn't have any kind of hard removal from a Baloth. I think now that it's a 5/5, it's actually quite difficult for him to deal with it. Yeah, Time Ebb, that's fine. And I'm not really worried about the Scroll Thief dealing damage. Opponent presumably attacks with everything. Interesting. I guess he doesn't, he's cautious about racing. I think next turn I'm going to be essentially doing the same thing again. I'm gonna run in my run in everything, and then play the Bailoff out. So wants to block something here. I think actually perhaps what he's thinking is that he's going to block with the Sea Kite and then barrage his Sea Kite and kill off my Advocate. And the thing is, I don't really think I care if he does that, so I'm just going to do it anyway. Yeah, so now, I mean, if he's thinking now what he's going to do is he's going to sacrifice. Yep, exactly. Just to prevent the +1/+1 counter getting onto my Bailoff. And that's fine. He might have another Chandra's Outrage, which would be really annoying. But certainly not the end of the world. As long as I can keep on drawing the creatures. Because at the end of the day, I can just put the hard stops on him fairly quickly by stopping my Deadly Recluses from running in. Huh. Yeah. Had a feeling that was coming. Alright, that is not what I wanted, but let's keep on going. Really no point in me holding back at this stage until he gets some more threats on the board. If we're racing, then I'm gonna beat him. Attacking again. So the biggest kind of risk here is that I think that we're racing and that I think that we're ahead, and then he comes out with Lava Axe or something crazy to just take 5 damage off my health and kill me straight up. And he brought back a Chandra out of his graveyard. So another Deadly Recluse, which is kind of entertaining. I think what he thinks is going to happen here is he's going to trade off with the Archaeomancer, and then he's going to Chandra the other one, but the issue he's going to have is that I will just play out another one. Okay, interesting. And then this time I can block his Sea Kite, so that's nice. The slowest end to a game ever. If he could choose to use his Chandra's Outrage on this guy and run his Sea Kite in, which would be kind of annoying for me. That would definitely mean that I would have to start keeping one of my Deadly Recluses back. think that's probably exactly what he's contemplating right now. Messenger Drake. Okay, well, that is a good. That is a good draw. We're in a bit of a stalemate situation. I think he has to decide. He's going to run in his Sea Kite. If I block, he has to decide whether he's willing to trade or if he's going to Chandra it. Nope. Okay, interesting. So, that was a great draw for me. I think what I want to do is I will fight the Sea Kite with one of my Deadly Recluse here. So, okay, we're gonna... because I can always just jump block the... I can always just keep on blocking the Messenger Drake. Oh, that's cruel. Very cruel. Well, so the good news on that is that I can run him back out, but that has really put a bit of a dent in my plans. Now I essentially just need to ship this turn. I can't risk losing one of these guys and then not being able to block his flyers as they come in. So, very much a stalemate. Very much a long, boring game. That barrage of expendables has really hurt me in this game. When you're relying on a bunch of little guys to just kind of swarm your opponent to death. That's a nasty out for them to have. I figured the Chandra was coming eventually, so that's fine. Now let's see what he does. Well, okay. I mean, what does he expect me to do? Of course. This is what has to happen. I assume he's got some trick in his deck here. No. Buddy, if that was your plan, I gotta tell you, I got a lot of gas in this tank, or at least, and watch me now pull 3 lands in a row. Oh, okay, this is gonna drive him crazy. I wonder what those last 2 cards of his are. If it's hard removal, I could be in a bit of trouble. That's okay. So far, I mean, no problem with either of those. Oh, well, now he's got his removal though. Yep. I'm taking 1 from the Scroll Thief. And he's getting a card. So I would say I'm in a bit of trouble here unless I can draw something really nice. And that is not it. I'm not gonna ship it yet, but I think that is probably game over. So now he's just got lethal with both his creatures here. If he plays out anything else, then he's got even more lethal. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so my biggest issue there was certainly a naturalize might be nice. There's no intimidate creatures that I need to worry about, so I think I can kill off this sliver construct because I don't think it's doing anything otherwise. I actually don't think I'm going to change anything else. I like my Fire Shrieker. I'm not sure how that didn't end up in the deck in the first place. So perhaps I can put this guy in instead of it's hard to pull it out instead of gas. Perhaps one of these Molten Births can come out. Alright, let's try this one again. I want to do over. And this is perfectly fine. Would you like to mulligan to 6 cards? Nope. We'll play this one. See how long that sliver lasts. My guess is not very long. Maybe we'll get some value out of him. Well, if he can last long enough for the battle sliver to come out, then he'll perhaps be able to do some work. I think next turn is probably Advocate. Seacoast Drake is really annoying for me. I mean, not that it makes a huge difference. We'll get this Advocate out, and that way if he wants to race, well, we'll race. Certainly need land. Need land and need ooh, there's the Intimidate creature that I was worried about. Good thing is I have a perfect blocker for it. Let's see, not going to come in with the Seacoast Drake. Yeah, okay, so this is annoying. Land blocked. I think there's no particular reason why I wouldn't attack with the Advocate. It's just going to chump blocker with the Seacoast Drake, but he might decide not to. And then I'll run out the Fire Shrieker. He's worried about combat tricks, I guess, so he saw a couple in the first round. So he's probably right to be. Oh, that worked out well for me. Okay. Come at me, bro. Damn that barrage. So fortunately it can't do anything much against me this round. And if he wants to sensory depth my advocate, well, I'm not going to complain about that either. Okay. Well, this is just getting... I mean, I don't mind, like, that was a good draw to get a Deadly Recluse, but it's getting rather frustrating not having a not having more land here. Next round, I mean next turn. Good thing right now is that he doesn't have anything else. I can suit up that Deadly Recluse. Start doing some work. Do I want to, or is it the only thing that's stopping my opponent from attacking in? Because what's he going to do here? He's just going to block it with Pitchburn Devils. I think that's fine. I think that's a fine trade, really. I know he's got flyers. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to sit this guy back for now. Can afford to take a bit of damage from those Pitchburn Devils. Feel I can get a slightly better board position. Messenger Drake. So that was certainly a good reason to sit back. See what he comes at us with. Interesting that he didn't run his Pitchburn Devils in, I think. This is super annoying. Just gotta ship the turn. All kinds of beatdowns if I could just get a chance to attack. Or to play some stuff out. Interesting. Okay, so now his Academy Raider is coming in, which is gonna be a bit of a problem. Chandra. Ooh, now I'm really in trouble. Yeah, I actually just don't think there's any coming back from this. There's no point not to block the Pitchburn Devils. There's not a darn thing I can do about it, really. So now we're just taking a beating. Very annoying not to have drawn some extra land on this one. Mountain, but I think too little too late. Let's